I was born and raised in South Central Los Angeles, out of the Pueblo del Rio housing projects. We have a train yard within a rock's throw of the housing projects. We have a grain mill facility. All these things affect the air, affect the quality of life, and affect the land that communities of color live on. When we're thinking about the legacies of environmental racism and environmental degradation, landscape architecture specifically has a role in addressing these things with the use of community leadership and local knowledge. In Pueblo del Rio, there's this knowledge that exists to cultivate plants, vegetables, fruit, and find ways to survive under these conditions of environmental degradation. There's a lot of community leaders that use underutilized lots, under power lines and all this stuff, and grow produce that they can sell. It is one of the ways I see landscape architecture being practiced in my community already. The College of Built Environment emphasizes this work with community that attempts to sustain long-term positive impacts. And I feel like that's one of the things that drew me to the Department of Landscape Architecture specifically. Coming to the UW, it was really important for me to find a community that was made up of diverse ideas, diverse cultural backgrounds, and diverse experiences. And I was able to build my community within CBE around these values and these goals. There were people that came from art backgrounds and graphic design backgrounds, and then there were other folks who had a lot of experience in geography, geology, political science, and art history. I really was able to solidify my interests in relation to exploring what injustices look like globally. One of the unique opportunities the College of Built Environment provided was the ability to travel abroad and learn about what setting up a community workshop looked like. These experiences provided this idea that through localized community events, there's impact that I can make as an emerging professional and as an emerging scholar. Now that I graduated here at UW, I hope to get back to South Central Los Angeles and collaborate with community leaders, use my formal and my institutional knowledge that I have, as well as their day-to-day knowledge and their experience in that region, to build for future generations and for a healthier quality of life for the communities that come after us. There's so much leadership and so much action being done right now out of South Central, and I think it's really important for me to go back to the community that raised me to see what we can continue building and growing within South Central and within Los Angeles and the region.